Hi everybody! Welcome to Sunday School Online. I'm Rhiannon. I'm the Sunday school teacher at Kingsway Lambton United Church in Toronto, and I am so excited for our first installment ever of Sunday School Online. So let's get started with our first lesson, which is part of a series called Let the Response Be Love. This week is Holy Week, the week that leads up to Easter Sunday. And it's a really important time in the church year for Christians. And it also happens to be a really important time for the whole world. So, we're going to be talking about how the Easter story can help us think about times like these during COVID-19. So first, I'm going to introduce you to some friends of mine, and then I'm going to tell you a story. So let's meet some of my friends. Now, since we're all practicing physical distancing, which means staying 2 meters away from people that we don't live with, I've been hanging out with my stuffy friends at my house. So, I've got Weenie the wiener dog, Clementine the bear, my beastie from where the wild things are, and even my orangutan. But the person who I really want you to meet is this guy. This is Jack Jack. Jack Jack is one of my best stuffy friends. My brother gave me Jack Jack a long time ago for Christmas, and since then, he's been through a ton of stuff with me. And Jack Jack's great because whenever I feel lonely, I can hug him. Whenever I feel scared, he makes me feel better. If I'm having trouble sleeping, I know that I can cuddle up with Jack Jack, and I can remember that I have a family who loves me very much, and that I've made it through a lot of stuff with Jack Jack and my family there by my side. That's why I love stuffies. They can be great sources of comfort, especially in times like these when we can't really go outside to see our friends or our family because we're all social distancing. I've been needing my stuffies lately. I've been feeling really lonely and pretty upset about the world and all this virus stuff. It's really hard being away from everybody. And with everything being so crazy and different right now, it's kind of scary, even for grown-ups. So I thought that I would tell a story about Jesus in a time when he got scared. Now, Jesus had been doing some great things in the city of Jerusalem. He had been healing sick people, he had been teaching in the synagogues, and he was telling people about all the wonders of God and God's love. And people were believing him. Now, this made some people mad. These were the leaders of the people, and were supposed to be the ones who were helping the sick and teaching in the synagogues. But they saw Jesus doing this, and they thought that Jesus was showing them up. They were threatened by him. So, they thought, let's get rid of this guy who keeps showing us up and making us look bad. But we have to be sneaky about it, or else all the people who love him might get mad at us. So they planned to arrest him when he was away from the crowds. Now, Jesus heard about these plans to arrest him. He knew that he was going to be taken away from his friends and that he would have to go through an awful experience at the hands of these people who were mad at him. He didn't feel good. He was scared of being arrested. He was scared of things happening to him and to his friends. So, he did what he did whenever he needed comfort. He turned to God in prayer. He took his friends up a big hill and told them to wait for him, and he went a little further and sat down to pray. Abba, Father, he said, I feel awful about how these people are mad at me. I'm scared of getting hurt. I'm scared of being arrested. Please tell me how I can get through this. And then he waited and listened. He remembered a time when another person wanted to arrest him, and people had urged him to run away. But he was in the middle of healing a bunch of sick people. He knew that running away would not have helped anyone. So he stayed and helped the people because he loved them. He remembered another time when his friend Lazarus had gotten very, very sick, and he needed to go visit him. But his friends warned him that it was dangerous to go where the leaders of the people were, because they might get angry at him. But Jesus knew that hiding would not have helped anyone. And he loved his friend very much. So he went to him and brought him back from death. And then Jesus thought about what he could accomplish right now by running away. And he realized that it wouldn't accomplish anything. It would just prove that these people's fear and anger was more powerful than God's love, which just wasn't true. Abba, Father, he prayed, I know that you love me, and I know that your love is stronger than anything. I'm still afraid to do this, but I will trust in your love for me and for the world. Not what I want, but what you want. Jesus didn't stop being afraid, but he didn't let his fear stop him from doing what God needed him to do. God needed him to love, because love is the power of God and is always stronger than fear. Jesus changed his reaction to fear from running away to trusting God's love and loving harder than he had ever loved before. And you know what? He loved so hard and so much that Easter morning happened. After everyone thought that he was dead, he rose up again from the grave. He conquered death. That's a big fear. He rose up stronger than ever so that he could live with us and in us, always helping us to feel God's love and use that power so that we can conquer fear whenever it tries to put us down. Now, here's what that means for us. We need to practice loving harder as a reaction to fear more than anything else. Sometimes when we're afraid, we want to run away or hide or maybe yell and scream and get all emotional or even get super quiet and still. But all of these things aren't very helpful and can sometimes even hurt us. If we react to fear by loving harder, then we start using the power of God that actually conquers fear and helps us and everybody else at the same time. Right now, there are some great ways to love harder. You can write a message of love for the world and put it on the sidewalks outside your house with chalk, or write it on the windows, or make some videos for the people that you know. Remind everyone that they are loved and remembered and that we are all working together to keep everybody safe. You can call your friends and family on the phone, or you can call them on video chat. Make sure they don't feel so alone. You can help make donations to hospitals or charities who are in need right now, or just help make sure that people around you have everything that they need. Remember, it's not wrong to feel afraid, but when you are, look for love. It might be in your family or friends. It might even be in your favorite stuffies. But it is always, always in God. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments or questions about today's story on fear, then let me know in the comments, or get in touch with me and the team at Kingsway Lambton United Church. Let me know what ways you're trying to show the world some more love in this time of COVID-19. Let me know if there's some new projects that we can try, or maybe even some crafts. And I'd love to see some pictures of your favorite stuffies too. Make sure you send those along. You can find our website down in the video's description. Be in touch with us on our Instagram page and Facebook pages. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can see all of the videos from me and the rest of the team at Kingsway Lambton as we continue to do church online. I hope you all are safe and healthy, And keep up the hand washing and staying inside. And happy Easter to all of you.